Hey Chunky, Tellie and I are here at Hard Truth Distillery. That's where they get the peanut butter whiskey. So we're going to go inside, we're going to do some tasting. We're going to take a tour, Judy Booty, Dale Hayslip. We're going to do some whiskey drinking. This is Hard Truth Distillery. Tellie's inside already. So let's go inside. It's kind of dark in there, so you guys are going to have to let me know if what everything looks like. I've already asked permission. I'm worried about the music a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. Have to do what?
Put your tasting. Put your glass on it.
Chad. Chunky was the first one in. I'm going to set you guys here. That's as tall as my tripod will go. Actually, no, it's not.
It's not.
That's as tall as the tripod will go. Straight to the point. Huh?
You need to pick yours.
All right, let me go over here. This is the only way I'm going to be able to see Chad is to keep it.
That's fine. Don't get them in it.
What am I picking?
You got to put your glass on.
All right, so you're gonna have to choose your 5 that you would like. One of them's not on here. It's our brand new Indiana Rye Whiskey that was released July 3rd to celebrate the legislation of Indiana being the state for rye whiskey now.
Okay.
We had the governor out. It was a big deal. If you'd like that one, just put it on the word aged, and then go ahead and put these where you'd like. And then I'll pour.
Are any of these included?
That's a different taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we already know what the peanut butter whiskey, the toasted coconut cream.
We have both of those right here.
What do you guys want to try? We got 14 people watching.
14 people. Hey, that's a start. I like it.
I don't know if you guys can see those or not.
Try that one.
What's the choices? They're right there on the mat if you guys can read them. THG. Step 1, admitting you have a problem.
Never.
That's that one right there.
No. It just tastes good. Sorry.
Got any good rye is what Mo Creek just asked. Isn't that what she was just talking about? Is this new aged rye?
Yeah, you put it on age.
She said put it right there and we're going to get some rye. And how many do we get?
5.
5? Mm-hmm. Well, then I'm going to try the cinnamon vodka.
Figure. Irish.
We already know what the peanut butter whiskey, the toasted coconut rum. Huh?
Because that's what Sean said.
Irish cream?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
Right there.
Oh, okay. We got Mccabe's Irish whiskey.
It just kept saying it didn't go. And that maple bourbon, he kept saying, "Oh, you must be proud of that maple bourbon." I only sent you one picture.
You going to pay for our tour? We're going to take a tour, everybody, of the distillery.
All right, did you decide on it?
I don't know what I want. She's that alcoholic, not me. I already know what all that tastes like. But they'll be able to see you mix this, right?
I'll pour and describe them, yeah. I'm not mixing anything.
Well, I can mix them though, right?
Do whatever you want.
If I do the toasted coconut cream rum and peanut butter whiskey?
Yeah? Yeah, I can mix those for you.
Yeah.
All right, so you've got, what about this guy here?
Oh, I don't know. You pick one for me.
Gin.
Gin? Okay, we'll try
Really good
gin.
It's award winning. I never thought I'd drink gin until I tried our gin, so it's real mild on.
Are you going to be okay if you end up on here? All right.
Well, then I'll try it too.
I may need glasses so I can read this chat.
All right, we're going to start with that new rye whiskey. So this is a blend of 2 more obscure ryes that Brian Smith, our head distiller, blended together to create a real nice, smooth rye whiskey. It's 100 proof.
Are you getting that? No?
This is our next. This is the Mccabe's Irish Whiskey. It is a 3-year Irish whiskey from County Cavan, Ireland, where Jeff Mccabe, one of our owners, that's where his clan is from, and he wanted to get an Irish whiskey that would have made his grandpa proud, and I think he's done that. Our gin is made from our premium vodka because gin is made from vodka. Our vodka is 100% malted red winter wheat. Goes through all of our stills, including our stripping still that makes it super smooth and martini ready. Then we're gonna steep it with juniper berries, but go low on that to about 51%. Throw in some baking spices like anise, cinnamon, cardamom, chamomile, mustard seed, and then a ton of citrus. So it's gonna finish nice and citrus for you.
Brian B says somebody's gonna leave there feeling good. It just tastes, Brian B.
Cinnamon whiskey, or cinnamon vodka, excuse me. This is why we exist today from the success of our cinnamon vodka. It still is Indiana's best-selling craft spirit. It's the #1 selling cinnamon vodka in the country. It's made from that premium vodka again, which is that malted red winter wheat. And then we use cinnamon sticks, cinnamon bark, and pure cane sugar.
Nice. Out for me. Yeah. But that's fine.
And then right here, you wanted to mix.
Oh yeah, let's
the
get both those on there. Peanut butter whiskey.
This is a 2-year whiskey. We use peanut extract, cane sugar, and sea salt. And this toasted coconut rum cream is our toasted coconut rum. Our rum starts with molasses, cane sugar, Caribbean yeast, and then we use toasted coconut flakes, cane sugar, and sea salt. And then real Wisconsin dairy. And this is shelf stable up to 2 or 6 months after opening. But I don't think it lasts that long.
No, it doesn't.
Not
with her around.
Not in our house, it doesn't.
No.
We know that stuff's good.
Oh yeah, we do. Absolutely.
All right, so this is the...
So she did equal parts. In that
Yes.
one.
And then you have our White Oak Rum Reserve.
So let's
which
pay
is our
attention to what
white
Tellie's
rum.
getting.
A Rye rum that we put in a brand new charred white oak barrel and let it age for about 1.5 years. This is at Mccabe's Irish Whiskey again. Funny story, this is the first whiskey I've ever been able to drink without gagging. So it's my new favorite.
Maybe an expensive trip.
And the rum. Alright, we're gonna start with gin. Okay, again, that premium vodka steeped with juniper, baking spices, and citrus.
It makes it refreshing, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it's so
White rum.
sour.
That is molasses, cane sugar, and Caribbean yeast. It's gonna be 80 proof.
That sounds good.
It really does. I like rum. And then the
And
cinnamon
then that cinnamon vodka. Again, why we exist today. Premium vodka, cinnamon sticks, cinnamon bark, cane sugar. This is going to be about 60 proof for you.
All right, so everybody, we know what this tastes like. This is the
Enjoy.
toasted coconut cream rum and peanut butter whiskey. Let me set this down. Let me get this tripod set down here. Turn it this way. You can see beautiful wife get drunk. What was that?
cinnamon vodka.
Cinnamon vodka. I got some of that.
Cinnamon red hots.
This is once again. This is peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream rum.
Our daughter.
That is so good. That is amazing. This one is the cinnamon vodka. Oh, it smells amazing. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
THC, have you passed out waivers for all those patrons?
All right, this is gin. It smells good.
White rum.
Are you folks getting any bottles today? No. All right. Is that there getting them for you?
So that's really good. You should try that. This is good. It just has a burn afterwards. What is that?
Cinnamon? I have the gin. And water in between.
It's almost like the gin. Only the gin tastes better. All right, I'm saving the aged one for last, people.
I'm saving the Irish one for last.
Well, this is my Irish right here. I've already done those three. All right, this one is the Mccabe's Irish Whiskey.
Hi folks, welcome.
I don't know if am I getting too close to that camera for you guys? I don't know. Nothing like a good vodka is what Brian B says. What did they give you to cleanse your palate? Nothing. Have you passed out waivers for all those? Oh, you already read that.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Irish whiskey.
I work for a company, and one of the guys in shipping and receiving.
Ooh, that's got a burn.
The Irish?
Yeah. It's good. Do you have something?
Deathly sick.
Have something to cleanse?
Yes, make it some water.
She's getting us some water.
Hey, you're gonna have to help us carry this stuff to the car.
Because I don't want to.
So when we get done with this, at 1 o'clock, there's a tour. We're going to take a tour of the distillery.
Cinnamon vodka.
You guys want to stick around for that? Share this out so everybody can see the tour.
There you go. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. All right, I'm going to have to. This is so you need to remember these.
Oh. All right. This is the rye. The aged rye. Smells like whiskey.
I had a cinnamon vodka, a peanut butter whiskey, a smoked bourbon, an Irish whiskey, the aged. The new one.
I like
Is that
that.
all of them?
You don't have this, do you? The aged.
I have
You might want to try that.
white oak rum.
I didn't care a lot for the gin, but this right here, this is still top of the list. Peanut butter whiskey, toasted coconut cream, and this is a very close second. This cinnamon vodka. The cinnamon vodka is good.
Yeah, it really is.
That with some apple juice.
Which is that?
That's the cinnamon vodka.
Ooh, that would be really good.
Some cinnamon vodka with some apple juice or something. That'd be amazing. But this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream rum. Man, this stuff is just awesome.
James Kirkpatrick said he's about to make it 5 p.m. watching experiences the Irish.
Man, that is so good. Now, I'll tell you guys, Tellie hates whiskey. I mean, she hates whiskey. But this peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream rum is delicious.
I've gone through 2 bottles by myself.
She's an alcoholic.
I am not. Ooh, I don't like that either.
Jamerson's is a true Irish whiskey.
Bourbon barrel.
Well, we're in Indiana, so. Martin S. says, now this is my kind of fun.
Alright, this is the White Oak Reserve Rum.
Yes, they need your address at home so they can do an appraisal of your house.
Man, this peanut butter coconut cream is just awesome.
Yes.
That peanut butter whiskey was actually the last drink I had when we were at Rattlesnake. Is that right? Before we all got flooded out
Yes.
and crossed the
Yep, we emptied a bottle
the
there.
Creek River,
Okay,
the
sorry.
River Creek.
Yeah, we emptied a bottle there.
Yep. THG can attest to that, how good this stuff is. I mean, even somebody that doesn't like whiskey, like Tellie, loves this peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream.
Okay, I can't do it.
So I don't know if any of you guys were, well, I mean, we're in Indiana and this is an Indiana distillery. This peanut butter whiskey and stuff's made here. So I seriously doubt you can get your hands on it in another state. I don't know how that works, but
We sell it at Kroger's.
I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of this. All the other stuff was good. The cinnamon vodka is really good. I think that with some kind of an apple juice or something would be awesome.
Oh, much better. That was probably the best tasting one of all of them. The that I had.
Oh, well, there ain't nothing beating this.
no.
Taste
No.
this. It's mixed equally.
I know, because I mixed mine equally last time.
Oh, so you, okay. It's even better when it's cold.
It would come up a little bit more.
But you would have noticed one of the
Oh yeah, I mixed mine.
How
Oh,
we do
yeah,
it over
it's-
here, guys?
Man, this stuff here,
Nice stuff, right?
you can't beat this.
Now,
I mean, everything
add a
else
little-
was good.
Add a little Kahlua to that, and you've got yourself a peanut butter Russian.
Wow.
Did you guys hear that? Add a little Kahlua to this.
Right? That'd be amazing. So they have the little bottles of the cinnamon.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, no, I like it. Half and half.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it brings out the peanut butter more.
It does bring out the peanut butter more, and it doesn't taste so much like whiskey. That is so good. All right, so let me take you guys over here. So we're all done here, right? We're just waiting for the tour now.
If you have a tour, yeah, if you have a book, for sure. Yeah. If you're
You did.
welcome to take a tour with you.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, look, we need a shirt like that. All right, let's take you guys over here. I could make him. We could get a red-headed one. Just show you guys around here a little bit. There's the cinnamon vodka up there. I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so right up there is the toasted coconut cream rum. And right there is the peanut butter whiskey. Just in case you guys are wanting to see what the bottles and stuff look like. All right, I think I'm going to take you guys outside now. We're going to wait for our tour because this is just the visitor center. See, our tour starts in what, like 4 or 5 minutes? Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go outside. Tellie, you going out? Tellie's paying for our tour. We're going to go out here. Man, I'll tell you guys what, that peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream rum, that is stuff. That is so good. It gets you in trouble, but man, it's good. So good. So, those of you that came in, that's the visitor center right there. This place is really, really nice. I'm assuming that's probably. Oh no, that's the restaurant over there. They've got a big restaurant here too. Got to go for now. Got a premiere in a few minutes. All right, Dees. So we're just going to stand out here and wait for them to tell us our tour is ready. We'll set the tripod down. Have some nicotine. Says we got 18 people in here. I'm not going to scroll back on. I don't have the tablet or anything, and I'm not scrolling back on chat. So if you guys ask questions and I missed it, I'm sorry. But if I start to scroll, it'll screw up on me. It always does. But I'll tell you guys what, if you can get your hands on some of that peanut butter whiskey and toasted coconut cream rum, that stuff, and when you mix it, you just one shot for one shot, just mix it equally. And it is amazing. Yeah, it's really nice. We knew it was here, but we never actually came. We were down here fishing. And let me turn you guys, because I don't want to get a bunch of people on film that don't want to be. But we came down here and did a little bit of fishing. Got down here, well, we got down here just a little bit late, but then the place we wanted to go, the road was flooded. We couldn't get through. So we found a different spot to fish. We didn't do any good. So we were heading home, and we decided to stop by this distillery. But,
Hello.
hello.
Facebook Live.
Well, it's YouTube, and I got the camera facing the other way, so. But anyway, we were heading back home, and we knew the distillery was here. I was like, you know what? Let's just go check that out. Can't get anything in Ohio. Liquor control is like the mafia. Well, if you ever come to Indiana, you can always get it. Take it back home with you. I still can't get over that Tellie drinks that peanut butter whiskey and that toasted coconut cream rum because she can't stand whiskey. But that stuff is so good. And you take that peanut butter whiskey and mix it with like a grape soda, it tastes like a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
My legs are short, man. Gee, God.
How are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. That make you guys dizzy doing that? Trail Medic is doing a live stream on Thursday at 8 about his new van build. We would like if you guys could watch. Yeah, I'll be in there. What? Thursday at 8? Yeah, I'll be home from work by then. Make sure, is he scheduling that? Until he's buying the cinnamon. Is he scheduling that or is he just going to go live? Had to go to Kentucky just to get Peach Crown. Well, we get all kinds of Crown stuff for free because Tellie's dad owns a couple bars. I'm not a big fan of the Peach Crown or the apple. No, he's just going to go live. All right. You send me a reminder text. I mean, I'm sure I got his bell turned on, but I turned the bell on YouTube, but on my phone, I turn YouTube notifications off. You haven't taught him how to schedule a live stream yet? I don't ever schedule them. I just go live. Awesome with sweet tea. I guess that would be pretty good. The peach crown and sweet tea, that would be pretty good. I've had the apple crown and the peach crown. I like straight up crown. I noticed we dropped some people. They must not be big drinkers, which I'm not either, but I'll tell you what, man, I can't get over that peanut butter whiskey. That stuff is so good. And you know, one of the engineers at work, we were talking with him because he came here and we talked to him about the peanut butter whiskey. And you know, I'm a big peanut butter fan, but like anytime you get peanut butter flavored anything, it tastes like, you know, a cheap imitation peanut butter. It's just something that's supposed to taste like peanut butter. But this stuff's not like that. This stuff is good. Jim Beam Peach is my go-to if I have a drink. You got a tiny little bottle.
I did.
Well, how am I going to drink any of that?
I got 3. I'll get a bigger bottle later.
Yeah, if there's any moderators in there, put Trail Medic's channel up so they can check him out.
Leaving from inside.
They're leaving from inside?
I didn't do the tasting part. I just did the tour part.
That's fine.
Because we're just tasting what we just tasted. So.
All right, I guess we're going back inside. I think they said this tour is like 25 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance. You missed all the whiskey drinking. We're getting ready to take a tour now. Tellie drank all the whiskey. They kicked us out. She drank so much.
Those are cute little bottles. We can mix our little. I'll keep these and I'll mix half peanut butter, half toasted and cream.
That's probably just one shot in that bottle.
Oh, I'm sure.
So you can't mix them unless you're going to do half a shot. All right. We're heading back in. Get ready for our tour.
Hey, Aaron, just charge for a sample of toast coconut rum, okay? Okay.
I'm going to try to do this without getting too many people on camera.
So, we're going to do 2 toasted coconut rum, 2 the cinnamon bun.
All right. You know, when you put those together,
We were talking about putting the cinnamon together and the toasted coconut. When she comes back, ask her.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably not the link, Brandon. If he's not going to schedule it, it's probably just a link to his channel. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I wasn't paying attention to chat, so I probably missed something. I wish I had my glasses now. Excuse me. You said something about mixing the cinnamon and the toasted coconut cream.
Well, the cinnamon and the cream goes really well, and it creates a drink that we call cinnamon. Cream and spice.
Cream and spice. Because we like the peanut butter and the toasted coconut
Yeah,
cream.
it just doesn't look pretty, does it? It tastes great, but it doesn't look
amazing.
pretty. So when the cinnamon and the other cream goes together, it's good.
We'll have to try that.
But these two, the toasted coconut rum and the cinnamon, when you put those together, it's a shot we call cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh,
Breakfast of champions.
cinnamon toast crunch. Did you guys hear that? But that wasn't the cream. That was just the rum.
Yes.
Well, I guess I can show you guys a little bit more while we're waiting. Little gift shop area. Java the Red, Coffee Red Ale. Yeah, did you see that shirt? The shirt's hilarious. Huh? Oh, they were making comments about this one.
So you guys are going on the 1 o'clock tour?
Yep.
Cool.
Got some coasters over here.
Oh, sorry.
That was a close up. That was a close up. Look at this.
Yeah.
So nobody, we're just doing four. Yeah. Okay, so it's $5 per person. What's a good name for that?
We're just waiting on the tour, people. Bear with us.
That cinnamon vodka reminds me of a cinnamon Jolly Rancher.
With a kick.
Yeah. So good and smooth.
We have to try that
Yeah,
with
apple
that.
juice.
Well, that and with that
We've got
toasted coconut
got
cream
that
rum,
home.
just see what that was like.
Yep.
Maybe even put a splash of it in the peanut butter whiskey and the toasted coconut cream.
It's possible.
Just watch getting into whiskey collecting. It gets stupid expensive. Well, that's not going to happen. We're whiskey collecting.
Oh no.
I mean, we like our peanut butter. Hey, there's Cody. Can't stay long, but wanted to stop in and say hi and wish you all a beautiful day. We appreciate that, Cody. We're watching Tellie try to get drunk. We're waiting on our tour to start, the tour of the distillery. I'm going to watch the battery on this phone. It's doing good right now. I got yelled at by friends for opening an $800 bottle of special collection. Weller Foolproof. Wow.
I can't collect it because I'll drink it.
She's an alcoholic.
I'll bring it back. Everybody you want. You're fine. All right. Everybody takes it. 1 o'clock distillery tour.
There we go.
Bye, guys. Thanks. We're going to go down the hall.
Are you 21? Hopefully we don't lose signal doing this.
Thankfully, we're only very short time.
God, it feels good out here.
Okay, well, my name's Erin. I'm going to be your tour guide. We're going to do 3 things today. We're going to learn a little bit about distilling, we're going to learn a little bit about brown counting, and hopefully we're going to have a good time. If I do all 3 of those things well, gratuity is welcome, but by no means obligated. So, if you look to your right-hand side over here, that's our one and only rack house. That has a 4,000 barrel capacity. Right now we're sitting at about 26 to 2,800, and the only reason I don't know the exact number is because that changes every day. So that will be full by the end of the year. We're going to be building a second rack house back behind the pond over here into the tree line. That's going to be a 2-story rack house, and it will hold 10,000 barrels. So right now, we're not maxed out in the rack house down there, but we will be. So we've had to rent storage space at a facility in Columbus because we know we're going to need to hold barrels somewhere else because we're just so rapidly expanding here.
We live near Columbus. I need to find that location.
I apologize. I would try to walk backwards and talk to you guys as we're walking, but I'm a little wobbly right now, so I'm probably not going to attempt that. But we can head up this way. Not sure that's okay. So this is, we're getting ready to walk through. This is our herb garden, and this is actually where we get all of the spices for our cocktails. So, we just have the mint down there, and we actually have a chocolate mint up here too. We haven't found a use for it yet, but the mint, we run out all the time. When we run out,
Oh yeah, you can smell it for sure.
Got a pot on the front porch.
So,
I ought to put it on
and this right here,
in thing because they
it's
would
not
look at it
finished
every
yet,
time she
but this is
walked
going to be
outside.
our smokehouse, and that's actually, we're going to smoke our barrels there. So there's going to be an extension where we'll be able to just send the barrels down here. And what that's for is our sipes, which you'll try in there. 2 of our sipes are smoked. So we attach a cocktail smoker to the barrel and we let the smoke permeate the wood. And then we stick the whiskey back in there. And so that's what that's going to be for, is actually smoking our barrels.
You're not going to char the inside of the barrels?
That's actually a good question. And I told somebody yesterday, I need to start carrying a notebook when people ask me questions that I don't know the answer to, so that I can find out later. And I don't know if they will on that one or not, simply because charring the inside of the barrel would, I would think, prevent the smoke from being able to really permeate. So
I don't know how loud it's going to be in here.
on that pond that we passed back there, we actually used to have the world's smallest rack house. We had 3 barrels on there, and we actually had some of our spirits aging. But with one of the storms last fall, it sunk. So they actually went down and got the barrels, and I mean the product is perfectly fine because of the way it's sealed. So yeah, they went down there and got it. It didn't get to the spirits in there. So does anybody know how vodka's made? Or a guess. Did someone say potatoes? Okay. Yes, that is typically the way it's made. We actually make our vodka with red winter wheat. So, and you can actually make vodka with, it is usually potatoes, but you can make it with anything that, you can make it with fruit.
I was going to say grapes.
Yeah, you can make vodka with anything that you can ferment, essentially. So, these bins here, this is where we store our grain. So we have our corn corn, our rye, and then our red winter wheat, which is what we use for the vodka. We get all of our grain from a local farmer named Doug Miller. He's 7th generation, so that's how he was able to come to be like in possession of or acquire almost all of the farmland in Rush County, Indiana. So we jokingly call him a doctor of the dirt because he has a PhD in agriculture. So so he's 7th generation and uses the science. So we've always gotten, and we only get like all of our grains from him. And because of the way he farms, that's how we're able to keep all of our grain is non-GMO. So everything is organic. When we go through the door, we're gonna head up the stairs. When we head up the stairs, there's some pictures on the left-hand side there. There's a picture of Doug Miller with our head distiller, Brian Smith. They're like inspecting some of the grain. So, does anybody have any questions before we go in? All right, well, we're just gonna head straight up the stairs. You guys.
KY Redneck Outdoor says you're going to buy a moonshine still.
Right. Yeah, I'm a little. Stairs are a little funky for me right now, so. Every time someone asks me what I did,
It does
I
smell
always say,
really
"You want
good
the
in
real
here."
story or the one that sounds better?"
Thank you.
That's what I always ask. I usually, the story that sounds better is that I had to cut somebody off at the bar, I threw him out, and it didn't go well.
I like that story.
So that's the real story, is that I slipped on a deck that needed power washed off because it was slimy, rolled my ankle, and fractured the top of my foot.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm gonna right here. If you guys want to go on that side, just because we're gonna, and this door does open for warning. So if somebody tries to come through, they might get you.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It says, oh man,
Sorry, my
the
mouth is
whiskey's
really
so
dry.
good.
The way I like to start
just
off
had
with
some
here is
more.
by explaining that the first step in the process is something called mash. Mash is the byproduct of milled grain and water. So we get all of the water for our spirits from this Indian Creek aquifer. This sits on top of a very large deposit of natural limestone. And the limestone, of course, naturally filters the water. So that's where all that comes from. Now, traditionally, the way spirits are started is with a sour mash. Sour mash is when you take some of the yeast from the previous batch and you use it in the next batch. It's kind of like friendship bread or sourdough bread. So you have that starter, and you give it to everybody, and that's how
Whiskey for bait.
historically you're able to get the consistent flavor every time. So you can guarantee that your spirits are going to be the same with every batch. But through science, Doug Miller is able to produce the exact same crop every single time. So we use what's called sweet mash, and that's where we use fresh, brand new yeast for every batch that we distill. So there are a couple of reasons for that. For one thing, with the sweet mash, you get a softer mouthfeel. So you'll notice that with our spirits, most of them, they'll go down easier than your other, I don't want to say manufacturers, but like Jim Beam or Jack Daniels. Our spirits are not as harsh. Now, like with your rye and your bourbon whiskey, you're still going to get that rye, like the spice and the flavor, but they're easier on your mouth. They're easier on your mouth. So, yeah, I think I covered all that. Do you guys have any questions about this part? Okay. If at any point you guys do have a question, you can like raise your hand or yell at me or something.
Okay.
I might cry a little if you yell.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna step through. We're gonna go through this. This is our Willy Wonka door. Okay. This is where the magic happens. So I'm gonna push it open on this side, and you guys are gonna go through on that side.
Ah. That is a Willy Wonka. That really is.
Ta-da. I'll never get tired of this smell.
I know. It's so
I love the way it smells in here. But you guys are welcome to take as many pictures as you want. So I usually lead with that. All good. All right. So if you guys want to come back, this is actually the first step right here. And you guys want to come on that side. It's just easier for me to. I'm a visual person, so I have my eyes in like one spot. Right here is our mash cooker. So the only thing you're really not seeing is the milling room, and for one thing, it's just dusty as heck in there, so we don't show people that. But after it's milled, it goes into the mash cooker, and that's where we add that water. Now we cook our mash at 180 degrees, so if you peek down into the mash cooker, you'll see what looks like a giant coil. And what that does is we can pump cool water through that, and that keeps the mash from overcooking. Because you don't want to overcook your mash. If you overcook it, nothing's going to taste great. It'll just, you'll be doomed from the start to do that. So, and yeah, that goes all the way down to the floor. So, and the mash cooks in there for about 5 to 8 hours. So, stop number 1 on the spirit journey. Next step in the journey is the fermentation tank. So this is a rye whiskey, and one of the ways that you can tell is by the color. If this was just plain old whiskey, it would be yellow from the corn. And you guys are welcome to come around. So what's happening here is after we cook the mash, we put it in here. This is a 2,500 gallon fermentation tank, and it goes. You'll see when we're leaving, when we get down there, it goes all the way down to the floor. So, actually this one's empty, so you can look at that one, and it's a good visual. So we stick the mash in here, and then we add the yeast. So with the yeast, three things happen. One thing, you want to take your hand up here, like take your hand and put it up here, and then slowly raise it down, and you feel that yeast. So that's one thing with the yeast. When the yeast feeds off of the mash, it creates heat. And one thing, so when you mill the grain, you're exposing all the surface area in the grain. So that's how the yeast it feeds off of the sugar and stuff into the grain. So the other thing it does is it, of course, the yeast feeding off of all the grain and mash. That's how you get your alcohol. Alcohol is a result of that. It also releases CO2. So that's actually the bubbling that you're seeing here. So you know it looks like it's moving. There's nothing in here except for mash and yeast. So this is all the natural reaction. This is all the natural chemical reaction. It looks like there's something in here like pushing or turning, but this is just nature. So everything is going to be fermented for 3 to 5 days. The rye whiskey is usually 4 or 5. So I don't know exactly what makes them dictate how long something ferments for. But I do know everything's a minimum of 3, maximum of 5. So, and so you can see this empty one here that
I'll ask at the end, Art.
And that's for the same reason. If it gets too hot, it pump cool water through the coil to hold it down. So, I knew I was forgetting something. You notice this is an open fermentation tank. So if you were to go to any other distiller, this would be closed. Most of them are closed tanks. And if we were to do this open tank in Bloomington or Indy or Florida, anywhere else, it would taste different. So the open tank, with the open tank, it pulls in natural bacteria from the air, and that affects flavor. So when you buy, it's how we put our Brown County stamp on our product. So when you buy something from here and take it home, you're literally taking home a taste of Brown County. So that at the end of the 3 to 5 days, we have what's called distiller's beer, and that's 7 to 10% alcohol, which actually leads us to the next stop, which is the beer well. So we're gonna. This one has been in here. This is on day 4. So you'll notice the difference from here to that first one we looked at. Like, this is about ready to go into the beer well. But you see how it's all, I mean, it looks lower and above, it's just, so. But we go from our fermentation tank to our beer well. And you guys actually came at a good time. You can see it's going right now. So, keep down in there, and that smell is strong. If you stick your head down, it'll take your breath away. If you try to lean over it, that smell will take your breath away. But that's actually what you're smelling when you walk into the building, is the distillers beer. So, but what this is doing is, when we go through our fermentation tank to our beer well, so we have to get it from here. There's a series of pipes below all the tanks. We have to get it from here to the pollen spool. But we put it, this is like for a transition. Because so it travels from here to the still at 5 gallons a minute. And
Art says it looks like a river.
keeping it at a basic consistency, because if you just let it set while it's pumping into the still, it'll start to separate. And you don't want that. You want it to stay liquid. So this is keeping it sure to keep the grain from settling to the bottom. So it helps us pump it. It's just where it transitions into the still itself. It rises to the top. It's like those top 4 windows you can see condensation, and that's the alcohol. So the alcohol goes to the top.
I don't know if you guys can see that bubbling up through those windows or not.
And what we do is spin drain, and a lot of it gets a little farmer, like your house is. And the distiller area, I mean, it is a self-dependent alcohol, so the spin drain has alcohol in it, but it doesn't hurt the animals. All it's happening is you're getting some extra happy cosmetics. But it doesn't hurt them at all. They get spoiled on it. So after the alcohol vapors to the top, the brew minimum amount for what we call it, which is 51%. So, and it's very high in citrus. So if you, a lot of people who don't typically like gin, they like ours because it's a little, it has that gin, like classic gin flavor, but it's not overpowering. So you get what you're used to, but it's like I don't like it. I like our gin because the citrus notes complement the juniper really well, and it's not overpowering. They go really well together. The big guy in the middle here, we will actually talk about him when we get down to the bottom, so we'll head down that way.
Thank you.
Please don't go down the steps.
Here. Oh.
So this here is, this is just for teaching purposes really. This is how most places, this is how everybody used to store their barrels. And this is how most places are still storing their barrels while the spirits are aging. Now we use a horizontal storage system for the aging process for two reasons. Number one, because it's economical. This takes up a lot more space. When you store them like that, you can fit more into the area. The other reason is during the aging process, you have to rotate or move the barrel. You'll flip it. So with this method, when you're rotating them, they don't do a full rotation, so they'll kind of like rotate them a little. Part of the problem with that is if there's an imperfection in the barrel, you might not be able to tell that there's like if there's an imperfection on the bottom, you won't be able to tell until you like later after you've been and you will have been possibly losing some of your product. With this, the bung hole is on the top, and when we flip the barrel, because they just stick a forklift in the pallet and flip the whole thing at once. When they do that, the alcohol creates a natural like seal, so that if there's an issue with the seal or anything, when you flip it, you'll be able to tell, and then we can fix the issue. That way we don't lose any of our product that way. So these are the different char levels. We're not currently using 3 and 4. We just do 1 and 2. Later in the year we're going to start experimenting with these, but right now this is our bang zone. This is where we hang out. So, and this is what the inside of the barrel looks like after we char it. So we char it first, and then we have the slats or the grooves cut in. And what that does is if you cut the grooves in before you have it charred, you're going to seal it off, and you're not going to get the flavor out of the wood. So you can see the light line here. That's how deep the spirit goes into the wood while it's aging. So we don't temperature control our rack house. So Indiana's kind of like the ideal place to age things because of the what residents would think sometimes frustrating up and down in the seasons here, but it's perfect for spirits because the temperature fluctuation causes the liquid in the barrel to like expand and contract more. So it pushes the spirit into the wood, pulls it back out with a temperature fluctuation, and you're getting more like a richer flavor that way. Because by toasting the barrel, you are actually able to pull like caramelized sugar out of the wood, so that you get part of your flavor that way. So, here. So these are this is for our rum. Some rum does not go through this process here because it's made out of sugar. It's not made from a grain. So this is our money maker. Like, this is how we're able to provide people with those aged spirits that they like, that they could like. Because with anything that ages, you're looking at 2, 4, 6, however many years it takes to age in that barrel. So but with rum, the turnaround time from the time we start a batch of rum to the time you can walk into the store and pluck it off the shelf is 12 days. So it ferments for 7 days. It's in the fermentation tank for a week, and then this big guy in the middle here, that's where we distill it. So it goes from here to there. And that's where we add like your toasted coconut rum. That's where you can put your like the coconut flakes, the toasted coconut flakes as well. Any questions? If you guys don't have any questions, we'll actually head back to the building. If you pay for the tasting when you're going to the building, it's going to be we're going to go into that first door on your left-hand side. Otherwise, when we go back in, if you can pay for the tasting, you can go back out to the main room, have a drink, look around, buy some bottles. So go ahead, right?
I saw the bunghole comment. Bunghole. Bunghole.
Yeah, they're Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Just take one of those.
There we go. Yeah. There you go, Art. It's all packaged and ready to go. It's the toasted coconut cream too.
Up until last fall, we were hand bottling everything, but due to supply and demand, we purchased like an automatic machine. We still hand bottle all of our aged
I know.
spirits, simply because we believe that they
A lot closer
deserve
to home.
aged spirits
Not
deserve the
really.
extra TLC. So.
Yeah, I know. So I got some asking questions. Do you guys ship?
I don't think so. But on our website, we have what's called a spirit finder. If you plug in your zip code, it will tell you where, like the closest places around you that sell Hard Truth spirits and what they sell. Right now we're in 9 states. By the end of the year, we're going to be in over 20.
There you go, Art.
Bright light. Some of those glasses transition.
Bright light.
All right. What did you pay? Paid 15. You got the tasting. I'm sure you guys did.
Living in Minnesota.
We did our tasting before.
Yeah, we're done.
Yes.
We've already had some tasting.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't free.
You said you guys are doing the ATV for later?
Oh,
Yeah, Derek's awesome.
so we just
on
did
that.
it
You
at
guys
the
have-
beginning, not the
You guys
end.
will have a great day.
I didn't know that. I guess all those little tastes we had cost us $15 a piece. Oh, sweet, we got a deal. Half price. Maybe because we're putting them on YouTube.
I said, there's 2 of us. She goes, I know.
That was the manager? Sweet. Manager likes Telly. Dan says, told you it wasn't free. I thought it was free. I just didn't see Telly pay for it.
That's because you came outside.
Oh, that's right. I was outside setting up this live stream. I was outside sweating in this heat for you guys. Oh my goodness, feels good in here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Did a great
Thanks for coming
job.
out.
All right, people. Let's get out of this building so so we can end this stream and head home.
Didn't you two have the tasting?
That's yours.
All right. I don't know who's still left in here.
Ooh, we need chairs like that.
Oh, those chairs are. Ooh, those are whiskey barrel chairs.
Yeah.
Those are cool. They're for sale. Anybody want to guess how much one of these whiskey barrel chairs are? I mean, they're cool chairs. It's even got a little bottle opener down there.
Perfect.
With no fees or minimums on checking and
Anybody want to guess how much is a whiskey barrel chair?
decision in the history of decisions. Kind of like Taylor Swift.
$475, $300. They're hitting all around it. $275. Right there. Chuck, you're late again, man. Those chairs are nice, though. Look like they lean back a little bit much.
Dan said go taste more.
Go taste more. We already did the tasting, Dan. Hey, there's an end table for $99. It's cool. But yeah, we did some tasting. There's some good stuff, I'm telling you. Some good stuff. Hey, this is what we need right there when we're out fishing. Got the umbrella. All right, let's get over here to the truck so I can end this stream and we can head home.
Yes.
This place is cool.
I'm hungry.
Hopefully they're sealed so the char doesn't get... I can't read that, the sun's too bright. All right, let me find some keys. All right, I don't know who's left, but the tour is over. Let me get this come over here, babe. All right.
I guess I can't.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. We were driving. We knew this distillery was here, so we had planned on coming at some point. We thought, well, hell, we're here. Let's go ahead and stop. And then when they said, it scared me. When they said, yeah, you can go live and we don't care, and I was like, all right, I'll be right back. So that's what we did. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What else? You got anything to say?
The cinnamon vodka was a close second to the peanut butter and the toasted coconut cream.
The cinnamon vodka was
amazing.
really good, but it just can't touch that peanut butter whiskey and
Nope.
toasted coconut cream rum. That stuff is amazing. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.